What's up, everybody? Long time no see. So, Keith, MJKL Speedworks, back out here again with this piece of crap. So, been sick for about a week. Voice isn't all the way back if you can't tell. Sound like shit. But I'm really sick of not working on this thing, and I really want to do something. So, anyway, maybe it's time to start tearing into this thing. All right, so everybody bear with my voice. But last video I put the plates in. I went ahead and got this side in too. If you remember, I didn't have, I was missing a bolt on one side of the caster camber plates. So, I used both on this side, no problem. Well, I had to improvise. They didn't have exactly the right kind of bolts that I needed. So I just got a Legato, and I got two new bolts that were longer. Well, since they were longer, I got some washers, and I stacked them up and bolted them underneath, and nobody cares. So I may cut those bolts off and make them look good, but I just didn't think it was necessary. It seemed like a lot of work for nothing. So I didn't do it. I got to buy a bunch of parts, and I don't want to because Christmas is coming, and I got 2 kids to buy a bunch of Christmas presents for. So in the meantime, there's other stuff I can do, like tear this thing apart bit by bit. We can start with pulling the valve covers off and dig through it and see if anything's broken or missing or falling off. The guy I got this engine from told me it was untouched since he got it out of the truck. 135,000 miles out of a Silverado 2500 work truck. Do I believe that? He seemed like a straight up dude, so yeah, I do. Now, there's only one way to find out, and that's to tear this bitch into 100 pieces. So I'm going to start with probably the valve covers and the heads and the valet pan. So let me get some tools ready here, and we'll kind of dig in a little bit. All right, this is one of those moments where it'd be really cool if I had my impact drill, but the battery and charger are in my personal truck, and I have my work truck. So it's going to be old school with hand tools. What other better way to do it, right? All right, so this would be one of those cool times to have a tripod. I don't have one. So in my infinite ghetto-ness, I taped my phone to the shelf where I'm going to stack these parts. So you can kind of see what I'm doing in real time. I haven't got any tools out yet, so let me get some. I've got a little mini socket set here. We'll start with valve covers. What, like 8 millimeters? Correct, 8 millimeters. Doesn't feel like these have ever been off before. I have to break them. You know what? This thing's right in the freaking way. Whatever. By the way, it's I think 43 degrees outside right now, so hence the hoodie. Plus, I just don't feel that great. Got cold quick. Best of my knowledge, this thing has been drained of fluids. I don't really know. Doesn't have a dipstick. Add that to the list of things that I gotta buy. Alright. First valve cover off. It Man, it doesn't look that bad to me. I don't see much sludge. It's not like spotless or anything, but it's not that bad. So, you know, whatever. All right, there's a steam port from this side to this side on the heads here. Get it off. It's like a 10 millimeter. Alright. Hopefully this is nice and ghetto enough for everybody. I need a box to put this shit in. Ooh, there's one. With the ghetto way. Perfect. That's never been off before. Well, the O-rings got lost there. Add that to the list of shit to buy. Never-ending list. Tell you what, I'm going to put these valve covers on the head once I get the head off. But shelf is behind you guys. So there. All right. Now I'm going to take these rockers off so that I can pull out the lifters so that I can get to the main head bolts. Looks like these are 8 millimeters. Correct. Let's see if any of these break. Well, that would suck, wouldn't it? I feel like I need a bigger wrench for that. So, get a bigger wrench. Perfect. Now, send it hard now. Not there. These have clearly never been taken off. Sit still, heifer. I'm going to look all this up when I put it back together, but not right now. About torque specs and all that goodness. Oh, let me go get some paper towels real quick. Ha! That was quick, right? I'm going to set these fumble right here on the shelf behind y'all, but y'all can't see that, so at least you know, right? Yeah. Now, I have a workbench, but it's in the other room in there, and I don't want to walk back and forth. So, not going. Too often. I'm going to lay these in order as I take them off so I can just put them back on the way they were. I feel like that's best. tight. There. These are 317 heads, by the way. All the rocker arms and trunnions seem to move kind of freely here. I don't see anything bound up or anything. That's good. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough. If not, I'm sorry, my voice isn't the greatest, so oh well, guys. Seems like the engine was at top dead center because the compression is over here on number 1. Kind of pushing on the valve a little bit. Making it a little difficult for me to get these bolts out. Oh well. It'll be alright. Alright, that's all 8 of those, and we got 8 push rods. These are perfectly clear and clean on the inside. No, I will not be buying new fancy chromoly ones because they cost extra money. And I don't want to spend it. I'm a cheap ass. And this is a budget build. Alright, that's where all the rocker arms sit on. We'll put that back on in a couple minutes. And now we have access to all the head bolts. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inside. Then we've got 5 on the outside. Then we have 5 on the top. Looks like these are 5/8 or so. Let's find out. It's going to be like 14 or 15 millimeter or something. Or something would be the correct answer. Yeah. It's a standard socket. You find my standard stuff. Grab a big ratchet hammer. Maybe even a torque wrench. I like that. Let's do that. Let's do torque wrench. Big ass socket count and an extension. A nice bag too. I think this is 5/8. That's a guess. I don't think that's 5/8 either. Must be. It ain't 9/16. Let's give her hell and see. How about that? That came off really easy. Like really easy. These are supposed to be like 70-ish foot-pounds torqued. I don't think they're that high. I could be wrong, but I ain't gonna be wrong by much. Well, you guys can see, right? Grab a ratchet. I don't know why I've been dancing around that the whole time. Dumbass. Be really nice if I had an impact driver right now, wouldn't it? I know. I agree. Well, I don't have one. Dumbass. That is also pretty good ones now. I'm going to be using ARP head stuff. I am going to spend a little money there. The ARP studs on the top. And I'm debating ARP rod bolts. A lot of people don't put them on there. They say you don't even need them. So, maybe. I gotta think on it a little. Because if it's going to work without it, why waste the money on it, y'all? Let's all be logical here. Why waste money? And there's some LS guy out there who's going to say, because you're supposed to. Yeah, shit. Whatever. We disagree. Okay, it kind of stinks down in here now. So, whether that's good or bad or ugly, I don't know. I can kind of smell it though. Doesn't smell the greatest. Stacking these back in there like I took them out. Kind of sludged up a little. I have these $3 Harbor Freight angled needle nose here. Yeah. Come on, bitch. Got her. Alright, 5 more on the bottom, y'all. That bolt felt tighter than all the rest of it. Explain why. 'Cause I don't know. It's dawning on me this is going to be a really long video, so I'll probably break it up into sections. Think about that. Start a whole new playlist just on LS teardown. It's a 6.0 LQ4, not an LS, but it's the same thing, so whatever, guys. Don't be a douche. That bolt's tight. That's weird. I don't know. Another thing I'm missing a lot of is random bolts. You guys have noticed that the intake manifold is already off because that's the way I got it. It's not that difficult. Okay, it's a couple bolts figured out. The water pump was already gone off this particular engine. The alternator was gone. All the bracketry is gone. There's no starter, etc. Nothing I can do about that, y'all. Sorry. So rather than whine about it, let's figure it out. Alright, 5 off the bottom, 5 off the middle, we got 5 on the top, and then this head is ready to pop off. These look like 10 millimeters again. We find a better 10 millimeter, how about that? You know what I do with that long extension? There it is. I was correct. 10 millimeters as hell. As plastic slowly falls from underneath the candy. Feels really good to be out here working again, y'all, by the way. Sick of sitting in the house doing nothing, feeling like shit. Feels really nice to be out here again. What I talked about, loving this stuff. If you don't love it, don't do it. If it is what you love, enjoy the hell out of it. Alright, there's actually a steam, you can see that on the camera or not. Yeah, you can see it right here. There's another steam port that crosses from this side to this side. This engine doesn't have it. There's a block-off plate, and it's actually in the way of this back bolt coming out. I've got it loose, though, so I think it's out of the way. But good enough, anyway. So, we'll find out here in a minute, won't we? That's just about to come off. I'm setting everything down the way I took it off, just in case. I'll grab a pry bar. AKA a pipe wrench. A little tap here on a bolt. Oh, she's loose. Felt the whole thing loose. Oh, she's pissing a little. I actually have this fancy thing that I've never used. So, what did it say? I believe she says, fuck that. ghetto for a second. How about that? This motor weighs 543 pounds. More than I lift. So, give it a little lift here. Wheel is under. See if we can see everything again. Yeah, we're good enough. Now she can piss all she wants and it won't make a huge spot on the floor. Head gasket's a little stuck. A little dust. Alright. Well, I don't see any burned exhaust valves, and I see some carbon build up on the head, on the intake valve, so it's pretty normal to me. Got some rusted in this cylinder where it's been sitting. And this head gasket is falling apart and really nasty. So I was already going to order new ones. So we will. I don't think there's anything wrong with this head gasket. I don't see it blown out or anything. I mean, let's get a close up there. I don't see any blowouts in the gaps between the cylinders or anything. See? Not that bad. But we weren't going to use them anyway. So, hell with it. I'll roll this over a little bit if I can. Yeah. Now you can see some of the rust in that cylinder there. Everything spins free though. Just a little nasty, that's all. But we can fix that, y'all. No sweat. Alright, so we've got these lifter valleys to take out. 2 bolts, and these lifters come out. And we'll sit them over here on another paper towel. Real quickly behind here, I'm going to set all this crap kind of back together. I'm not taking up the whole area back here. So I can fit as much stuff as I can in this little shelf space I have here. Because here in the real world, we don't have a big fancy shop. We just got a little spot to work on our stuff. Make it happen. I'm going to make it happen, y'all. We are going to make it happen. We. Almost dropped one. Shit is still oily, y'all. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 head bolts. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was right about that 5th bolt. It didn't need to be moved. It's fine where it was. Everything's kind of dirty. I don't really care. We're going to clean it all up. Eventually, no sweat. Baby steps, y'all, baby steps. Most likely, this is going to be happening a lot because I'm going to blow head gaskets and break valve springs. Well, maybe not. I don't want to build house springs. Maybe I'll be in push rods. Well, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Getting a couple push rods. That mean we're making some power. None of those lifters came out. How stupid. None of those did either. See if we can get them out. Yeah, they're coming out. Someone's not very happy about it. Oh, it's okay. No worries. Put them back in the spot they go in the lifter valley holder. Whatever the fuck you want to call that thing. There's 4. I can see into the cam in there. It looks all right. Like you can really tell anything. Am I doing this right, y'all? Fucking fine, but I gotta tell you, there's some nasty, gummy-looking shit in there on the lobes for the cam, where the cam actually rolls, because you can tell either they didn't change the oil enough, or they were super easy on this thing and it just gummed up. If you give it enough shit, it'll blow some of this stuff out. But I kind of feel like they just didn't change the oil enough. It's kind of the way it looks to me. Which kind of sucks for me at the same time, because that makes it worse when you go put this shit together. So, whatever. So, tell you guys what. I will stop here for the night. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm going to go to this side. I think you can see this side. There we go. I'll stop for tonight for a little bit. And at least I'll stop recording, because this video is going to get fucking long. We'll put the other part up later. We'll do a couple parts. Obviously, one head is the exact same as the other. You guys don't need to see this over and over again. Everything about an LS is mirrored. Heads, valve covers, intake can be flipped around backwards. All the bolts match. So, we'll cut it off here. We'll put this video up, get it uploaded, make it look nice. Hopefully you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back next time, guys. Peace.